Hello and welcome to Whisky Resource. I'm Mark and this is review number 4. So far we have done a review of single malt, blended Scotch whisky, and the last video, which was the Johnny Walker Green, was a review of a blended malt whisky. So to keep the theme of changing the types of whisky, today we're going to do a review of a single grain whisky. There aren't that many about. You can go to independent bottlers and get all of them that way, but generally there isn't many own brand single grain whiskies. So it comes no surprise to see this bottle sitting here, which is Haig's Club Deluxe. Call it Deluxe. Okay, so Haig is owned by Diageo. This is blended, or rather it's distilled up at the Cameronbridge distillery, which is Scotland's oldest and largest grain distillery. It's been in operation for quite a few years, but the Haig distillery or brand has been around since 1627, according to the bottle. The bottle, it's a great big cologne bottle, which really doesn't come as any surprise when you see that the marketing frontman at launch was David Beckham. Now, I did do a review of this previously when my channel was first out, and I shared my opinions of that, but I'm not going to go into that now. You know, I've moved on. It's not exactly popular by quite a few of the enthusiast malt drinkers, this one, but that's probably because of the marketing. It's aimed at the kind of younger generation, the mixers, the cocktails, over ice. That's what this is aimed at. It's not really aimed at people to sit and sip and enjoy like you would a single malt. It comes with no age statement. It's 40% ABV. There's no information anywhere that I can find to suggest that it's been chill filtered, and there's also no information at all to say if it's had any colour in. So when it comes to the value score, it will suffer for that, because as you know, I like to see these things printed, and if it's not printed on the bottle or indeed the carton that they come in, it needs to be on their website. There's no information. The main online retailers of this don't actually state those facts either. In terms of price, the likes of the big online retailers, average price for this sits at £40.95. That's the average price for this, although you can pick it up significantly cheaper if you shop around in the supermarkets for deals. Indeed, one of the online retailers at the minute does have a £6 discount on this. That still takes it to £35, which is quite expensive. Now, to put it into perspective, I bought this, or rather it was bought for me, and we paid £22 for it. But is it worth £22? Indeed, is it worth £40? Value score then, so it's 40% ABV, so it's not the kind of ideal 46, or preferably the next level down would be 43%. It's neither of those. Again, no chill filter status, no colour, no age statement. So for a value score, it gets 81.88. So 82. This is getting an 82 for value. It's going to be hard to find others to compare this to, other than its younger sibling, the Clubman. So we'll go ahead and we'll do the nose and the taste. The cork, by the way, that's quite a hefty bit of metal. That it's quite weighty. It is a quality bottle. It feels quality. The cork feels quality as well. So you can feel where some of the money's gone. I'll quickly show you the bottle. Sorry, the box rather. It's a standard white box with a picture of the bottle on there. Doesn't really offer much. You've got to wonder why these boxes are provided. Well, it's for packing and shipping, isn't it? To make it easier to ship and pack. So, on the nose, well, the distillery notes says that it's got a nose of toffee and banana. They say it's got a bit of grass spices, which are ginger and nutmeg and a bit of cinnamon in there. So that's the nose. That's what the distillery say. Now I'm getting an overwhelming sweetness straight away off the nose. Fruity. I wouldn't say I'm getting banana. There is something there that is more tropical, like maybe banana, but I'm not getting banana. It does have a young smell to it. Being a non-age statement whiskey, it will be quite young, but then it's a grain whiskey. And grains are different to the single malts. So it does present slightly differently to your normal whiskey. It does smell young. It does smell very spirit driven. If I was to have poured this and not known what I was smelling, I'd have said that it was probably a flavoured vodka. It is inviting, it is making me want to take a taste. I'm not getting ginger. I'm not getting nutmeg. Maybe cinnamon, maybe, very loosely there. Toffee. Maybe toffee, so yeah, a cinnamony toffee on the nose. So on the palate, the distilleries say that it's sweet, it's creamy, it's got caramel and toffee on the nose, a bit of lemon peel, and that cinnamon repeats. And we're expecting a finish that's spicy with toffee and a bit of anise. So on the flavour. It's sweet. It's sweet. It's tropical fruity, but it's also a bit harsh. It's spicy. It's fair to say that there is some degree of cinnamon in the palate there. It is quite youthful. That does come across. I thought I'd put a glass for there. It's got a bit of an artificial, with that the spicy finish, it's got a bit of an artificial sweetener to it, a bit saccharine. And that stays with you. It is rather drying as well at the end. I want to put a little bit of water in. They say it's for mixing. So you imagine you've had an ice cube in there, it's melted down. It is a pale colour. It is quite pale. And that would suggest that maybe they haven't put the 150 in, but we don't know. That's killed it. That water's totally killed it. So if you were to have that with a lump of ice, the flavour goes. It is still a bit harsh. The finish is quite long, but that's kind of that saccharine spiciness is still going there, it's lingering. The finish isn't actually that nice. I would probably, as you can see from the bottle line there, I've had about half the bottle. I've had this bottle nearly a year now, so I don't always drink it, but when I do, I only have one, and I may have it towards the end of the evening where I've tied my palate out. So it's got an 82 on value. I'd probably say that is fair. It's a fair score for an overall palate and nose score. So that's what we're going to go with. We're going to go with an 82 overall. So that's that. So next review's coming up shortly. Thanks very much.